Hi, my name is Tanya Hershey, and this is an overview of the Real Estate Agent's Easy Expense Tracker. I'm going to give you a quick demo to show you the best way to use this tracker. So this is in Google Sheets, and right here is an intro page where you can learn more about myself and Tidybooks. And then there is an instructions page. I'm going to be going over a lot of this in the video tour, and then I'm going to just go ahead and go through the tabs down here on the bottom, and I'll show you the ones that you will mainly be using. So the monthly checklist is simply a place for you to keep track of what you need to be doing each month. So in January, you can check once you have recorded income, expenses, filed your receipts, and then when you review your income, expenses, and profit, which I'm going to show you in just a second. The configuration page is where your categories live. So these are your expense categories. They have been pre-filled. If you encounter any that are missing, you can replace the other cell with the categories that you would like to use. The configuration page is where we get the expenses drop down items. So when you go to the expense tab, you're going to see the drop down item, and this is where you are going to enter any expenses that you're making. So make sure you go back to each and every month of the year, and you are categorizing and inputting all of your expenses. So I have made up, these are completely made up numbers, but I've chosen brokerage fees, transaction fees, recorded charitable contributions, and listing expenses, travel expenses, things like that. So I've inputted the date and the amount. You can also add an item description here as well. And then on the income tab, you're going to do the same thing. There's no drop down here. Most of your items will be sales commissions, but if you are over a team, you can also input your team commissions. So the income and expense tabs are where you will be living. And then everything beyond that, this point forward, are your dashboards. So the most important one that I want to point out is your profit overview. And this is the total of everything. So this is, so far I've entered income and expenses for January through March of 2023. So you can see at a glance, January in my made up business was the most profitable month. And this is after factoring both sales and expenses. So this is your profit for the month. And then what I also love is you can see at a glance what you need to be putting away for taxes. We recommend 30% towards taxes, 30% to keep in the business, and then a 40% owner's pay. You can adjust these numbers as necessary. Just make sure that you are adjusting the formula up here and that the percentages all add up to 100%. So the profit overview is a really helpful dashboard to look at, as well as the profit detail. This is what you would actually use when you go to file your taxes, because it's going to have your total income and it's going to break down your expenses by detail type, and you have your grand total, and then the income minus expenses is where you're going to see your profit. So this is updated as you update your income and expenses over here. You're going to see that populated here. And then the income and expenses overview are just to further break down your income and expenses. And the profit overview and detail are basically a compilation of these two to give you an overview of where the big picture of where your business is at. Okay, so I hope this was a helpful overview and demo, and I hope you enjoy the tracker.